Today I am in Kazbegi, Georgia. Today is my first day. I just got here last night and this is the view I woke up to. I am in, basically it's about 3 hours north of Tbilisi. I took a private taxi because the Mashukas didn't run on the day I went yesterday. It cost me 40 lari, which is, I'll put it down here, I forget. And there's 3 of us, much nicer ride than if I were to have taken a Mashuka, because they can be very uncomfortable. I'm elevated. I'm not sure how high I'm elevated, but I'm definitely a little short of breath when I'm walking, and as you can tell, it's very windy here. But oh my god. And we are 30 kilometers away from the Russian border. The main road down here that I'll show you is actually the road between Russia and Georgia. I was in a car yesterday. A guy asked me if I was going to Russia, and then he started laughing because, you know, I don't think we can go to Russia. He started laughing at me and I was like, no, of course not, I'm just going to Kazbegi. But anyways, there is a beautiful church here on the top of the mountain that I will be going to a hike to later this week. Well, I'm here for like 3 days. But one thing great, oh my god, in Georgia here it's been so hot. It's been like 35 to 40 degrees. In the last town I was at, it was really nice, and then I came here and it's like so nice. Like, it's sunny, I'm not sweating, I actually have jeans on, so it's not like gonna kill me, but at night it's really cold. But I'm gonna walk around and show you the town. My first impressions so far, oh my god, I absolutely love it. It's so beautiful here. What I know there is to do here is, if you really enjoy hiking, this is the perfect place. I really enjoy hiking, but I also really enjoy just being around the mountains, because I don't know, there's something about like being in a small town with like these crazy steep big mountains, because the Caucasus are here. There's like a campsite, so you can come here and go camping. This is the main highway that comes in and out of Russia. So basically Kazbegi is like a border town, and I've been on a lot of border towns, but this one is like super interesting, mainly because it is surrounded by these huge Caucasus mountains. I don't know if I'm even saying it right, but it's crazy. Very famous church is like right there. hike to that church one day. It's like an hour, probably 2 hour trek. I might go, I don't know, we'll see. Oh wait, okay, so I was walking, but I kinda got a dead end. Okay, I'm looking for an ATM also because I read there's an ATM here, but I haven't seen one yet. In Georgia, the mountain people, as they call them, have different traditions. Oh yeah, have different traditions than, I don't think I can go this way. Cross? No. Okay. Where are you from? USA.
USA?
Yeah.
Oh, which part of USA?
Kentucky?
Kentucky?
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you know?
Yeah, of course I
You Georgian, from Georgia.
Yeah, I'm from Georgia.
Okay, from here.
Yeah, not here. I am working here. I have a building company.
Oh, okay.
Doing this.
Oh, cool. This is beautiful here.
Yeah.
Have a good day. Yeah, so a lot of people have told me the mountain culture is different, even the woman in my hostel, because in this Venetti region, the towers, I learned, are actually because feuds with each other, with their families. They don't have anything. The mountains protect them from everything. Here, I don't know if it's similar, but the woman told me no in my hostel, but I'm gonna have to do some research, but super interesting because they just live by their own rules, and the Georgian government, the Svan people, have a different set of rules. So I don't know if it's like that here or not, but I'm gonna try to find out. But let's look at this. All over Georgia you can find their special bread. They bake it in a big round oven and they put the bread on the sides to cook it. And you see these big cars, and so they can drive because it gets so much snow here in the winter time. I don't think they ski here, but here's the church. I'm in love with these little Georgian towns that are surrounded by mountains. Oh, they're just so picturesque. It's so crazy to imagine. They used to have no external contact because at one point there was no roads, so they're very isolated communities until recently. I mean, I don't know, because Georgia, was still at war in the 90s, and they're part of the Soviet Union, so these little communities were protected by these mountains. I didn't expect it to be this sunny out, so I forgot all my hats and I lost my sunglasses. It's crazy how sunny it is. This area is very touristy. There's like 1,000 guest houses. I'm staying at a guest house on the other side of the river. But yeah, if you come here, it's very touristy because of all the hiking that you can do. But I must add, like, when you come to these places like me and you're a long-term traveler and people are like hiking and they're like on 2 or 3 vacations, they're like, oh, what are you doing here? I'm just chilling. If you're not like, oh, I plan on doing like 8 million hikes. If you're like me and you're like, I'm just here, I love being surrounded by mountains, I just love like coming to new places, they kind of like, people kind of look at you like and judge you. It's really frustrating. It's really annoying actually. So yeah, I'm gonna do like 1 hike probably because that's what I want to do. But if you're like someone who has to conquer the world, then I don't know, this is a good place to start. That's my advice. I'm gonna walk around this town, I'm gonna get something to eat, I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna edit this video, I'm gonna write something up, and yeah, that's gonna be my day. Tomorrow maybe I'll hike, I'm never trying to conquer the world though. Not my style. Okay, let's finish showing you this town. Hi, information center. This is where you get the mashuka on the main road here. This is like the main part of town. There's another mountain information center. As you can tell, this main road is very busy, and yeah, it's not like the best town to walk around in because there's not really much in the center. The town as a whole does not have a whole lot going on, but if you just want to come somewhere to do some day hikes, or I mean there's even longer hikes, you can go to a glacier. I mean, I think actually if you go to a glacier you actually go into Russia. But if you're just like me, you want to come chill, eat, chill, relax, do some day hikes up to the church, this is a great place. And if you're like me, I love to be surrounded by mountains at all times. I was born in the mountains, raised in the mountains, love the mountains. I think there's magic in the mountains. This is great. It's really dry though, like I'm really dry being here. Like, maybe I'm talking too much, but I'm really dry. There's a Spar. I have not found an ATM yet. Let's see if I can find an ATM. Okay. Is good? Okay, how much? $5? Okay. Okay, I just bought this melon because I haven't found any fresh fruit, but here they sell stuff out of the back of their vans, so I got a melon. I went in Spar. It is so freaking busy, and every Georgian city, and I actually hate shopping at chains because I think it's from like Europe. Anyways, I went in this little, I don't know, private run place, which I always prefer to go in. No one in here. Prices are cheaper. So yeah, this is where I'm gonna start coming from now on. I don't ever understand why everyone has to go to like the big chain supermarkets when there's like an option that is more affordable and you're like supporting at least local people instead of like a big chain grocery store. I don't know, I guess it's the same in the US, but I just always try to avoid them. Anyway, so there are other options. You don't have to go to the Spar, whatever it's freaking called. And I found an ATM. If you are here in Kazbegi, this is the store I like. Market is in yellow. It's up this side street, which looks like they're working on the road, and then the ATM is literally across the street. There's a bank. It's like the only one I've seen, so I think this is the only one in town. But yeah, don't be afraid to like go outside of like the main road to find things that you need. Here's another little store, deli, grocer. Yeah, I find it much better and I prefer it. Yes, that's it. So I'm gonna go back and eat my breakfast. It's also like a way to save money, especially here. Their food at restaurants is like way more expensive than the rest of Georgia because I mean obviously this is the only town for miles. So yeah, I just buy stuff and take it back to my room depending on what I'm doing. I've been here long enough in Georgia that I've tried almost everything, so it's not like I'm missing out on anything. So if you are coming to Kazbegi expecting to get a cozy, quiet, quaint mountain getaway, that you will not find because the highway is very loud. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of dust. There are a lot of cars passing. If you are coming here and you want to go hiking, through hikes, if you want to hike up to the glacier, if you're like into like rock climbing, mountaineering, this is perfect for you. Or if you're like me and you just like to come see little towns, it's perfect because that's what I do. I like to come, be surrounded by mountains, explore a new part of the country. Area is perfect. 2-3 days, I'll probably be ready to leave. Only because when I go to a small mountain town, I am looking for peaceful and quaint, not loud, crazy. Yeah. So my impressions are of Kazbegi, beautiful. Once I go do the hike, I will probably be super loving the hike because it will be in the woods. But as of right now, just for somewhere to come and stay, in my guest house is perfect, is great. I can just sit and look at the mountains, but when you actually have to walk into town, it's a little bit loud and kind of frustratingly annoying and stuff. Joba. And yeah, so I'm gonna go back to my hostel, eat, or my guest house, eat lunch and chill because I'm not hiking today. That was my walk and I'm dripping sweat because it is summer. It is still hot here in the mountains. It is cooler at night. Yeah, so hopefully if you've ever been to Kazbegi, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you have not been, I definitely recommend visiting, as long as you're aware of all the noise and the highway and the craziness. I'll see y'all next video. Bye.